Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast. I am your host, Stefan.
I'm your host, Martin.
And I've been traveling again. And this time I was in the Azores. I went to Sao Miguel Island and stopped over in Portugal. And I brought some beers with me for us to try. Because I always like bringing back beers whenever I travel somewhere. And I thought, you know what? If we're going to talk about these beers, we should have some friends on the show with us. So we brought back Bjorn and Pontus to once again share beers with us. Hey guys, welcome back to the show.
Hey. Hello, thank you again.
All right. So we're super happy to have you back on the show. How have you been?
Good. Yeah, I've been fine.
Great. Glad to, have you seen anything recently worth watching? You want to mention any TV shows or movies you've enjoyed?
Yes, while talking about this beer, actually, the show, The Bear.
The Bear was a great show. It's a 30-minute, I don't know if I'd call it a comedy. It technically is a comedy, but it's not like a situational comedy. It's about a former Noma sous chef who goes back to Chicago to take over his brother's
Sandwich shop?
Yeah, Italian beef sandwich shop after he commits suicide.
Oh.
Yeah, it's amazingly good. It's actually really funny, but it's also very, very intense. I'd highly recommend watching it. And there's a lot of like weird cameos that pop up through the few episodes that are there.
Yeah, and I say, one of the episodes, it's probably one of the funniest moments in a TV show in a long time. The catering episode, if you know which part I mean.
Yeah. The catering episode is one of my favorites. It's kind of a classic. It should go down as a must see moment on television. I won't ruin it for you, but if you've seen the series, or if you hopefully it'll make you want to go see the series as well. All right, so let's get into the beer today. What do we got? We got
Ceveja de Ananas.
Yeah, so we have the pineapple beer from this one actually comes from the island. It comes from Ponta Delgada, which is the capital city of the Azores. And on the island of Sao Miguel, they have the only pineapples grown in Europe, and they're grown and it's the only place that grows them in hothouses. So most of the ones in Hawaii or other parts of the world are grown out in the wild. These are grown in greenhouses. So the pineapples are smaller and they're much, much sweeter. And when you go there, you sit down and they give you this shot of this pineapple liqueur and a sample of their pineapple jam. And it's amazing. It's so good. So they have this pineapple IPA. They're calling it an ale fruit beer. And I thought, well, it's only sold in this one small remote island in the middle of the Pacific, and I thought it'd be fun to be back on the show to talk about.
So probably small batch, super rare.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most obscure beers we've had on the show.
From Daboa Fruta, according to Untapped.
Yeah. So you just walk into the plantation, and you can walk through the greenhouses, and then you sit in this little tent, and they bring you foods and all pineapple based, and it was really, really good. Now I will say I have had this beer before. This is more of the novelty of having a really rare beer on the show, as opposed to having something that's just like going to blow your mind and reimagine the way you think of pineapples and beer.
So the aroma is definitely fruity, pineapple-y. It's a little bit acidic. Did you say pineapple IPA?
I want to say it's labeled. Maybe it's a pale ale.
Okay.
Because there's 5.2%.
There's very little IPA in the
Yeah. Maybe it says it's a.
It says it's a fruit beer.
An ale fruit beer.
Yeah.
So
To me, it smells like a fruited scented candle.
Yeah.
Perfumey. It's a little bit perfumey.
Perfumey.
All right, guys.
And a bit of sulfur as well.
Cheers. Oh, sulfur.
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying they're the world's greatest brewers. They only make this one beer, so. It's a beer.
But where is the pineapple?
It's really weird. I am not a huge fan of this beer. I'll be rich enough to say.
It's more lemony than pineapple.
I don't
Yeah.
get any fruit at all. I mean, it's like a really, really, really bland pale ale.
Basically, yeah. But when you're on the island, you're really hard up to find things to drink.
Yeah.
There was not a lot of beer options. There's actually only one place that had a decent beer selection on the entire island.
Yeah, but I think you told us that like, you and Annika, you like tripled the check-ins on tap.
Yeah. So yeah, I went with my girlfriend, and we basically tripled the check-ins for the island on tap because no one checks in beers.
Yeah, I had the same problem when I was in Madeira
Yeah.
a few years ago. Also Portuguese island in the Atlantic. And they had one brew pub there
Yeah.
called the Beer House Madeira. Only had one beer.
Wow, that's harsh. At least there was this one hamburger place, and they had tons of beers from this one popular Dos Corvus or something like that. Yeah.
The Two Crows.
They were at MBCC this year.
Well, they had basically it felt like their entire line that was out in production because we think we had 6 beers there, and they were all from the one brewery, and they were all pretty good.
Yeah, they make good stuff.
Yeah.
And when I was in Madeira, I only found like an Irish pub. Also.
No.
But through a friend, I got to know a guy named Diogo. Who were selling? He was supposed to open up a craft beer shop in Funchal, the capital city, and so he was selling beers from Tuk Tuk by the city park. So you can go there to his moped and have some beers after you've been out wandering for a day hiking. And they were all Portuguese beer from the mainland.
Yeah.
But now he is, I think he's a part of a brewery in Porto. Called ep467 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw them.
So we I don't think that the craft beer store was.
There was one.
He sold all the beer.
Yeah. No, I drank all the beer.
There was actually one brewery on the island that made 5 different beers. They were also not great. So I thought, go for the novelty over the regular production. So that's why we ended up with this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I would say, if you ever get a chance to go to the Azores, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, I can say the same about Madeira.
Yeah.
Very, very nice scenery and
Yeah,
very friendly people
Madeira's
also.
on my and Cape Verde are both on my
Yeah.
list of places to visit in the future.
But this was some friends hey, I made a beer.
Yeah, it's kind of
And they're yeah, thank you.
actually, it kind of reminds me of the
Not you, Marcus.
Yeah, when Brewski was doing the mango Ferber and the pineapple beers like that. It was kind of like that for me. Yeah, not a huge fan of this, so I'm gonna give it a 2.
It's 2.25.
Why did you give it a 3.25?
Probably because
On the island.
I was really hot and it feels really nice to have
When
a beer.
you're there,
Yeah.
the local beers taste way better.
Yeah. Don't you know anything? When you're in the moment, it's much better. But when you're removed from all of the tropical amazingness,
Also the company.
Yeah.
yeah, the company really drags the beer down.
Today. Because we have the next one.
Touche.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
All
this
right.
is Barona Brewing Company. And where are they from? They're also from...
They're from Portugal. So both of these beers are from Portugal. And so Outra Lado is a brew pub that I visited in Lisbon, and it was quite nice. They had a lot of stuff on tap. Had a lot of nerd brewing beers, which was really a surprise. But also a lot of Fermentarna and one other brewski, I think. So strong Swedish representation
Nice.
in the bottle selection, bottles and cans.
Yeah, I saw I checked their Untapped right now, and their latest post is a lot of beers from Fermentarna.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said they were just getting a bunch of that in. Had some Apex as well, and something else I can't remember. But anyway, they have every year they partner with a brewery and they release an anniversary beer. So I think we had the 5th anniversary that was on tap, and we mentioned it was my birthday, and so the bartender gave me this bottle of the 3rd anniversary barrel project from Barona for free. So I was really thankful for that. And it's a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. This is B.A. Capote.
Whatever that means.
I have no idea.
It's in quotation marks.
Yeah, it's a 10%. Bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. So let's go.
Quite dark, a little bit brownish at the edges where you can kind of see through it, but not really.
It's got that really nice bourbon barrel smelling on it.
Yeah,
thing, yeah.
Wood aroma.
Really getting into it. I just inhaled it.
I would say it smells a lot more like the older kind of, early bourbon barrel stouts.
Yeah.
What do they call the Dutch brewery?
De Molen.
Yeah, the Molen.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of like the older ones from them.
No? What?
The blind, I would think this was a barley wine because I get a lot of dill in the nose.
I would say whiskey barrel aged.
Yeah, I would say
bourbon
whiskey,
barrels.
and it feels like a little bit of licorice notes. All right.
Let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, it's really light, the carbonation. There's
I was
almost
just
no
going to say,
body.
very light mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I would say a lot thinner than I expected.
Yeah. They're much thinner.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot oilier.
Yeah, and the taste goes away really quick as well.
Yeah, the aftertaste has like roasted malts and a little bit of licorice.
Yeah.
I would say coffee.
Yeah, there's not a lot of barrel in the flavor actually.
No, the nose is really up front, but then the aftertaste is just, again, really dry, crashes, doesn't really give you much.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a tannic kind of, I think, astringent on the mouthfeel kind of.
I think the dryness becomes almost a bit dusty.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, it's almost kind of gets into the unpleasant category of
But I
tannic
like
finish.
the artwork. It has a really cool bear on the label. so I like that.
It reminds me a bit of some of Horror's bottles. Like they have a series with also Baron.
Yeah.
That is actually a collaboration with Omnipoyo, a blueberry stout.
I need to get a coat like that bear.
Yeah.
You'd be straight pimping.
I think it's a rule that every Swedish person named Björn needs to love bears.
Yeah.
Favorite movie? Paddington 2. What?
I haven't seen Paddington 2.
You haven't?
No.
It's
No, me
like
neither.
it's one of the highest rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, what, really?
Oh, really? Yeah.
Wow.
And it's.
And there is also Nicolas Cage's favorite movie.
No, it wasn't Nicolas Cage's favorite movie.
No,
It was
yeah.
Diego Luna's favorite movie. Second favorite movie.
Not Diego Luna.
Well, who was it? What was the actor's name?
Oh, no. Stand still.
Pontus and Stefan are really going for the really obscure references.
Yeah.
No, it's the
Unbearable
unbearable weight
weight
of
of
massive
massive
talent.
talent.
Yeah.
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 No, for me it's the best bear movie is Jean-Jacques Annaud's Loups.
What?
The documentary. No, it's not a documentary, but it's what Chicky Cario,
Okay.
French actor. So it's really nice with what's his name? Bart the Bear,
Bart the Bear.
most
Yeah.
famous bear
Yeah.
actor.
His
in-
name is Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. Yeah. He's I like him a lot. But yeah, now Paddington 2 has, for some reason, it's just come up a lot in the past few weeks. People talking about how much they love it and how good it is, and it actually is really good. So I think the controversy was that it's the highest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes
Wow.
amongst every movie that's ever been released. You should watch it.
Then it has to be the best movie.
It's actually really good. Okay, so enough Paddington 2 talk.
What do you think about the beer?
I am not loving this. I am going to give this a 3.
I'm in the
Kind
same.
of a middle of the road.
I'm in the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 325. But did we ever rate this one?
We did. You were too busy fucking around your phone, so we passed you over.
Ah,
It didn't seem important to you, so we didn't
like-
push it.
What did you think about the pineapple beer, Pontus?
0.5.
Wow.
I would give it 1. I didn't get to rate it either.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
No, we
Oh, you
didn't
didn't?
rate it.
Oh,
So
What did I give it? A 2?
No.
Something like
That's
that.
how
I
you
don't know.
treat your guests.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew your opinion didn't matter anyway. We're just being polite and having you on.
But Outra Lado, I would give it a very kind 3.
Yeah, I just feel bad because
Because they seem nice. The brew pubs.
they were super nice, and the other anniversary beer I had was really good. It was quite good. So I'm really let down by this one.
I
Okay.
know there were some people who would love this one.
Yeah. I know who you're thinking.
Yes.
The regular crowd at Beer Ditch who loves old stouts.
Yes. The Dust Crew.
Oh yeah, they would definitely love this. They'd be like, "This is perfect. There's no adjuncts."
It's not their fault that pastry has rotted your brain.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. You can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Pornhub. That's where we've been doing our special After Dark series. just mostly Martin topless. So until next time.
Keep drinking it, dum-dums.